everybody, today's video is going to be a short-ish, maybe, hopefully, video on plus size shapewear. I know there's a little bit of controversy around shapewear and whether plus size women should be comfortable to wear it or whether it should just be a staple part of their wardrobe. For me personally, I don't wear a lot of shapewear. I can find it a little bit constricting, and sometimes it's really hard to find shapewear that actually fits properly. So I do have 4 pieces here today to show you what clothes look like with and without shapewear underneath. Now when it does come to shapewear, before you can even consider talking about shapewear, shopping for shapewear, anything like that, you have to consider the foundation of your clothes. And by that I mean your bra and your underwear. If you are wearing ill-fitting bra and underwear, the shapewear can only do so much. So number one rule for me when it comes to shapewear is to first make sure that under the shapewear, your bra and underwear fit you perfectly. If the underwear cuts in, the shapewear is not going to be able to do what it needs to do. So there is no point wasting your money on shapewear if you have not made sure that your underwear fits you properly first. Then number 2 when it comes to shapewear is make sure you get the right size of shapewear. There is no point trying to squeeze yourself into 2 sizes too small for shapewear because it will not work. Likewise, there's no point getting a size way too big because it's just going to be frumpy. It's going to actually add layers underneath your clothes. So it's actually going to make the clothes look really lumpy and bumpy, and it is not going to help smooth out your figure, which is the whole point of shapewear. If you are shopping for shapewear for the first time, I do suggest maybe going to somewhere where they can fit you for shapewear, because they will help to get you the right size that is going to help achieve what you want to achieve. The last tip I have for shapewear, so when you are shopping for shapewear and you are trying to achieve a certain look with shapewear, is actually the clothes you're going to put over the top. So if you wear clothes that don't fit you properly in the first place, a lot of the shapewear I'm talking about today in particular are not miracle workers. These particular shapewear will not make you lose weight. They will not make you drop in dress sizes. They will simply shape what you have and make it a little bit smoother. They can make your tummy a little bit flatter, but it's not necessarily going to mean, for me and my body shape anyway, it does not mean that I will drop in dress sizes. So if I wear one of these pieces of shapewear and then I attempt to wear something that is 2 or even 1 size smaller than what I normally will wear, it still won't really work. It still will give me a muffin top, or it still will look uncomfortable, and it won't achieve what I want it to achieve. So you need to make sure that the clothes you're putting on over the top fit you properly in the first place. So those would be my 3 rules for you if you are shopping for shapewear for the first time, or if you're not sure what to really look for when it comes to shapewear. When it comes to brands of shapewear, I don't really like spending a lot of money. I'm one of those people where Kmart is my jam when it comes to most basics. So 3 of the pieces that I have to show you today are from Kmart, and I have 1 piece from City Chic. So I do like to get things from Kmart when it comes to shapewear. Obviously the quality versus the price you pay for, that's something to keep in mind. When it comes to shopping for shapewear in places like Maya and David Jones and a lot of the boutique type, you know, really expensive lingerie places, are you right? A lot of the expensive kind of places, I find that they don't carry my size, or they are hella expensive, and by that I mean like you're looking at $100 to $200 worth of shapewear, and that's for 1 piece. So for me, if I had an investment piece, I may go to stretch for that price point, but then my challenge would be finding it in my size. So I like to go with sort of cheaper options because I know I'm not going to wear these sort of things every single day. And if it's something I'm only going to reach for occasionally, I don't know if I would really get my value for money. So I prefer to go to somewhere like Kmart or Target to get these kind of basic shapewear. So I do have 2 outfits that I'll be trying on with some of the shapewear. So I have a slightly tighter bodycon dress and then a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. So to walk you through the pieces, the first one I'm going to show you is my favorite. Also too, the shapewear that I wear are not sexy shapewear. Like they are not built to be sexy. They are not built to kind of make you feel sexy in the bedroom. They are purely meant to suck everything in and keep everything smooth and to just give you a little bit of a better form underneath your clothes. So none of these are sexy. I am warning you now. Make yourself comfortable. So the first one that I have to show you is my favorite one. It's only a recent acquirer. No, I only got it recently. This one is from Kmart. So I think I paid about, I want to say maybe $15 for this. So it is a simple like latte shade. So it sort of does match my, it's quite close sort of to my natural skin color. And it is one of the ones where it actually comes to a stop underneath your bust. So this bit actually sits underneath your bra, and then the top comes up and over with the straps. So it's got little legs to it. They go there. These are quite stretchy. So these actually go like not too far above my knee. So if you're wearing a very short dress, this won't work for you, or shorts, because I have tried and it looks really silly. But they have like quite a good stomach control through the middle there. It's comfortable to wear, it's comfortable to breathe in. I don't feel too constricted in this one. I just quite like the way it kind of smooths everything out, particularly on my back. So if you've read my Dear Body blog post or anything like that, which I will leave linked down below, I do have a little bit of an insecurity when it comes to my back. I am quite aware that I do have back rolls. I also talked about it briefly in my first ever YouTube video, which was a plus size swimsuit haul. So I am quite conscious about my back. This one does a really good job at covering it and just helping to smooth everything out and to create a nicer illusion that I like for me personally. It also does have this really creepy little crotch hole. I'm not game enough to try and pee through this because I'm assuming that's what it's for. I would much rather just take it off like a bodysuit. So I will show you the footage now of me trying something on without this particular bodysuit underneath it, or this particular shapewear on underneath it. So as you can see, the dress is, it's not unflattering. Like I could very easily walk out of the house wearing this, but I do prefer the look when I do have it on underneath. So in the next shot that I'll show you here now, you can see that with this particular piece on underneath, it just helps to smooth everything out. You can't quite see as much of my belly line as what you could see before, and it just looks a little bit better. I think it does look a little bit better, and it does help to hide my insecurity of my back fat, which is always good. Okay, and I also have got this body piece on underneath the jeans and the t-shirt. As you can see, particularly because these are high-waisted jeans, this piece of shapewear just helps to sort of flatten out the top part of your stomach where the jeans come up and rise to, and then again same on the back. It just sort of helps to smooth it out so t-shirts don't cling to anything, and it can just give it a really effortless kind of look. I do find this particular piece of shapewear, as I said before, really comfortable to sit down in, so it's not a problem to wear on under jeans. Because it does have the leg bits, if you are conscious about your thighs, you can just put those together and it will just help to sort of keep that in as well. Okay, so the second piece I have to show you is from City Chic, and it is a, basically it looks like a high-waisted brief. So it just has almost kind of like granny panties, but it's tummy tightening. So it does have some like a silicone gel texture on the top there that's supposed to stick it to your body and stop it from rolling down. The kind of body shape I have, particularly with my back, means that the back will tend to roll down unless I have somebody with me who can hike it up and kind of hide it underneath my bra band. So, but I don't mind it too much. When it does roll down, it doesn't cut in as badly as what it possibly could, so it's not too bad. So again, this one is just in a latte, you know, like very similar to, it's a very pale latte color, so it's similar to my skin tone. I do prefer my shapewear to be skin tone, just because obviously depending on what you're wearing, you don't want people to see you have like a big black slip on underneath it. So I prefer to get it in this kind of shade. This one does suck in the tummy probably the most out of everything I do have. It is also the most expensive out of all the ones I have. I am not too sure how much this one is. I will try and find a price for it and link it below for you. But this one I quite like. I also do have this one in black. I just can't find it right now. So in the try on with this piece, I've tried it on underneath the white dress for you, and you can see again, it just sort of helps to flatten out the tummy a little bit, give it a little bit more of a shape, bring in the waist just a tiny bit, and then it does help to flatten out a little bit of the back, but the back is a little bit accentuated, as I said, because when I was filming this piece I didn't have anybody with me who could help sort of adjust the back, so it does roll down a little bit, but I still quite like this one as an option. The next piece I have for you, I didn't try it on underneath any of the clothing options, mainly because it actually is very similar to the first one, it just doesn't have the straps. So this one is, I believe, also from Kmart, but it is another sort of pair of shorts. It does have little bum bits in the back. I don't think it adds anything to my bottom at all, which is a real shame, but anyway. So this one just pulls right up. It again sits right up underneath your bust, and it just helps to do what everything else does, so suck everything in. This one is very similar to the City Chick one, where it does roll down the back unless you have someone there to hike it up for you. Unfortunately though, this one does not have the little pieces of silicone to help it stick to your skin, so this one is more likely to roll down. But I still like this one as an option anyway, depending on what I'm wearing, particularly if I'm wearing pants, so like either skinny jeans or something like that where I want a little bit of control through the leg as well. And then this one just helps to flatten out the tummy where the jeans meet at the top, and it sort of helps to lessen any kind of muffin top that you may have. And the last piece I have for you is a tummy control cami. So this is a white one. This one is from Kmart. This is in a size 20. And it just looks like a regular cami t-shirt basically, but it does have a little bit of sort of like a controlling stretch fabric in the bottom half of it. So I just find this one is a nice one to put on when I don't want to go full shapewear. So I don't want to be like really anal about my shapewear, but I do want something that just helps to smooth out my tummy a little bit. So if I'm wearing, say, maybe tights or maybe jeans. So in the try on with this one, I do have it over my high-waisted City Chick jeans. So you can see that it just helps to flatten out the tummy a little bit, smooths basically where the jeans meet your stomach. So it is a nice one for that when you just want something basic to wear. This would be what I would refer to as lazy shapewear, because you don't have to do anything. If you want to go to the toilet, you don't have to take anything else off. It's just like a cami that goes underneath your clothing. So there you go, guys. There is my video on plus size shapewear. I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to do a video a little bit further down the line on plus size life hacks. So it's something that I wanted to do basically just to give you a couple of tips and tricks that I like to do when it comes to clothing and life and makeup and all of that sort of stuff that helps me to feel a little bit more confident in my clothing. So I wanted to share that with you, which that video will be coming up in a couple of weeks, I think. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you have not already, please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.